Hold on. Oh, okay, there I am. Okay. Okay, look. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. You are exquisite. The podcast is up. We are live. And today, I'm really just asking a few questions today. And I you don't have to can leave comments if you would, if you wish. But this platform, podcast, book, working on a lot of product to come. This is all about um, emotional education, existence, elevation. So that's what this is all about. Uh, Decluttering emotion so one can pursue dreams, visions, and goals unobstructed. And that leads me to my question. Today, I'm asking, who are you, my dear exquisite? Who are you unobstructed? See, economic security and financial security is my goal. And I'm hoping yours as well, right? However, in my circumstance and situation, emotional obstruction has prevented economic and financial aspirations and acquisitions. So you're so caught up emotionally that you're unable to stay on track academically, professionally, economically, and financially. So, with closing the Black wealth gap being the goal, one individual at a time, to me, clearing the emotional clutter is the way. So, we've got closing of the Black wealth gap. That is the goal. The numbers are the numbers. You can Google them. Uh, the data is out there. The gap is massive. It's huge. And my issue with all of this is what is beyond the surface experience. Why is that gap so massive? Of course, we know the structural and systemic suppressions and architecture that does its work every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, in spite of that, what is it that we are doing to feed that? And that is where the lack of emotional education, in my opinion, the lack of emotional education and therefore the lack of existence elevation keeps one from being able to clearly pursue that economic, financial, academic, professional security, right? So I'm asking today, and I admit these are questions that I literally want them to float in your head. Like I want them to like waft up in there. Like, why is she asking all these questions? I love questions, and I believe the right questions can heal some very significant issues, events, and concerns. So today, closing the Black wealth gap is the goal. Clearing emotional clutter, in my opinion, is the way. So I'm asking today, I want to know. I won't take up much of your time here. I'm asking, who are you unobstructed? Who are you healed? When you think about yourself outside of whatever the issue or issues, events, and concerns you're grappling with. And we all have them. And let's face it, it's life, okay? Lifes, okay? So we're always going to have stuff. And that's the issue, is how to navigate it. And can we create a nurturing community that supports us as we navigate the stuff that we're working through? We all have something that we're working through, right? Who are you unobstructed? When you think about you beyond the issues, events, and concerns that you're grappling with, who is she? Who are you healed? Who are you free? Like when you work through, as the great Cassandra Cummings says in her book Fearless Finances, when you work through the survival category and you work into the stability, the stable category, and then you're working very diligently and with innovation to get to the financial surplus category, right? Like that's free financially. But what do you need to clear? What do you need to declutter? What do you need to dissolve? What do you need to help detach from, reduce resistance? What do you need to do emotionally to get free so you can get from the survival category and move into the stable category and then move on from that into the surplus category? Who are you free? What does she look like? What does what are her thoughts? What does she ingest? What is her exercise regimen? Who are you free? Who are you unobstructed? Who are you redeemed? If you've had to apply redemption, you've done something you regret. Lord knows I have, wrote a book about it. Uh, 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 that's my area. It's on Amazon. Read all about it. So, who are you redeemed? Me? I'm like this fountain and vessel of experiences that now I lay out and use my um, uh, 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 ignorance to possibly help you or someone you know not have to go through their ignorance, or maybe make it less of a big deal, because you're not alone. You're not the only one. You've been through, you've been through it. I've been through it. Hell, everybody's been through something. Who are you redeemed? Who are you advanced? Like you've gotten from where you are now, like you've been working through it. Like me, I've been, working through emotional stuff basically my entire adult life. And if you can if you can see my hair, you can tell that that hasn't been 20 minutes. That's, I know. What do you do with the hair? Can we talk about the hair? What the hell? What the hair? I mean, I'm just so over the hair. I'm so over the hair. I grew up in a beauty shop. I've had all of the remember the Jerry curl, cold wave, relaxers. Now I couldn't do the weaves. I couldn't do this. I love them. I just couldn't do it. It's like I figured, if the weaves, if my scalp starts itching, that has to come off one way or another. So, so I can't commit to the sewing in and the needles and the glue and the caps, and I can't do it. I can't do it. So, this is me, and it's a mess, and I don't care. Uh, so that's who when every strand had to be in place. I mean, I did not walk into the living room unless every strand was just, popping and whatever. Girl, no. Who are you accomplished? What's your number? What's your number? You should make sure you have your number. And the goal is to achieve and exceed whatever the goal is. Who are you achieved? Girl, what's that vision? I know, I know. Who are you achieved? Who are you without resistance? And I mean internal and external, right? So we have our external. Now, I don't mean the weight room, that's healthy resistance. I love a good stiff leg deadlift, dumbbell arm curl. Are you kidding me? The lat pulls are I mean, it's just the sculpting and also let's be very clear. There's healthy resistance, honey, and I need it and I love it. Love to do a good squat. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing a good squat in the gym, like you've got the I like to do it on the Smith machine. And you've got to line the knee up with the ankle. You don't want the knee over the ankle. You want that like right in line, like that form. Love a good smooth. And then you've got the Olympic barbell, not the regular barbell. You want the Olympic barbell because it's just more juicy and just weighted. So there is healthy resistance. So let us don't get it twisted. But who are you without that other resistance? Not the Smith machine, honey. That internal resistance. I just had a conversation with somebody very recently, and an anniversary date is coming up, and they were looking at it with um, uh, with like a, a negative kind of connotation to it, like, ooh, that's going to be a tough day. That's a day that you came through. That's the day that you chose a different way. That's not a day that has a negative connotation to it, not from my lens. That's a day that you celebrate. So who are you without resistance? Internal and external. See, I believe that underneath our crap, like the essence of ourselves, like the the purest, the source, the mustard seed, the spirit whisper, uh, is shellacked. Young people might not know. Uh, when we were in school, we used to kind of do, the art class, and you come home with something, and I was never really that super artistic, so mine were kind of ridiculous, and and so we did like this shellacking, like you got some paste or some, I don't know, some crushed cardboard or something, or like, and you put the crap together and you paint it and and you glaze it, and and the teacher's like, oh my god, that's so wonderful, and it sucks, but she's very sweet, very kind, very encouraging, and so you say thank you. Of course, I'm talking about my own work, and And it was kind of like shellacked. And so I'm asking, and this is long game work. I make no bones about it. This is an ongoing dialogue. No matter what your religion, no matter what your culture, no matter what your age, we're all emotional and we're all like processing stuff. And I believe that underneath all of that stuff is our exquisite existence. So when you peel back and peel back and pull up and get the weeds and do the maintenance, and who are you underneath all of the external um, issues, events, and concerns? And how do you honor her? That's what this work is about. Aw. Thank you. Hi, Miss Tanya. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Tanya. I know my crazy hair. Now, Tanya, now you have some hair. Okay, now Miss Tanya has some hair. Okay. I mean, it is uh fabulous. Can we talk about the hair? The fabulous does not even begin to describe Miss Tanya's hair. It's like a crown. It just glows. It's she was blessed by the hair gods. How's that? And then there's me. That's okay. That's okay. In my next life, I will have hair like Miss Tanya. Hopefully, I've got my legs, toes crossed. I've got everything crossed. Please, please let me have just halfway some of Miss Tanya's hair. It is absolutely majestic, and I love it. Every time I see Miss Tanya on the screen, I have to admit I kind of need to replay what she said, because at first I'm totally enthralled by her hair. Totally. Okay, I'm just being real. So like hair is a thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hair is just a thing. I don't know. But yeah, like, and these are just questions. And I hope to delve into all of this like more. I'm looking for the camera, like there it is. Like more as we go along. I believe as women and as Black women, we are literally the most powerful energy that exists on planet Earth, even if we don't know it. And I am so obsessively passionate about honoring that unapologetically and clearing the clutter that we have absorbed. Let's face it, if you're Black, we have hundreds of years of trauma that is swirled in our existence. Like we're dealing with a lot on top of the daily do. So we've got the daily do, and then we have this huge ancestral component that I know some people want to burn books and act a fool and all of that, but honey, it's real and the truth don't go nowhere, baby. You can burn, honey, you can do whatever you want, baby. The truth goes nowhere, baby. Okay? It's just the truth, baby. Just embrace it, honey. Don't run from it. It's not going anywhere, honey. You can't shoot it. somehow it always comes back, baby. Somehow it always comes up, right? So I believe that women, and Black women in particular, are just so majestic and so exquisite, but we are shellacked with whatever our environmental, family, professional, the stuff, the stuff. But at our essence, at our core, underneath all that stuff, that's your exquisite you, honey. Yes. So this is long game. I just came on here for a few minutes. I'm in the midst of transition. I've got so Miss Tanya, you are so hilarious. I am not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. People need to see. People need to have that engagement. I think it's a very healthy exercise of like how you are perceived. And like when I see Miss Tanya, boom, like, oh, I mean, like the hair. I mean, when she walks in a room, okay, you're like, who is that? That's Miss Tanya. I think it's a healthy exercise, even though I would be afraid to, afraid to see how I'm perceived. But that's okay because, like, it's okay. Like, I know I'm exquisite. Like, it's okay. But it's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like can you maybe get with somebody you trust and maybe do that exercise? How am I perceived? Like, what do you see? Because of course our eyes are made to look out, you know. That's why I like a lot of mirrors around me. I like to self-assess. Not in a critical way, even though that's cool too. Healthy criticism is great. It pivots you. It pivots you. It helps you to reassess. And a good scrub down is. I mean, don't be afraid of a good scrub down, girl. If you trust the source, consider the source, honey, before you absorb the word. So check the source first, honey. Just a lot of let's see, how can I be polite and not get yanked off of this platform? It's a it's a lot of hmm, uh, hollow sources. So check the source, honey. But that is a healthy exercise, right? Like, tell me like what you see in me, and then you trust me enough to for me to tell you what I see in you. Like, I think that's a healthy exercise. I think it's good. So, okay, so that's our homework. Who are you unobstructed? Who are you healed? Who are you free? Who are you advanced? Who are you accomplished? And who are you achieved? And honey, now look, I know it's a lot going on. We are living in some very uh, challenging times. This is a season where, as I say on all my work, man, we don't have time for self doubt, baby. Baby, we don't have time to beat yourself up. We have no time. Uh-uh. We have no time for negative internal dialogue. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, no. We don't have time. We are in very interesting, serious, provocative times. So figure out what you're bringing to the madness. If you're contributing to the madness, own it, look at it, and find a way to reduce it and or eliminate it. And if you're strategically and with innovation, you're working smart, don't allow your energy to be compromised. Who are you unobstructed? And then, of course, the next question, how's my time? Then, of course, the next question is, and, and what are those obstructions? Are they internal, external, a bit of both? See, we have to be able to own our contribution to the bullshit, right? It's like, what am I doing to jack myself? I mean, and I've written about it. I've talked about, like, I've gotten to a point in my life, like this was like, decades ago, where I was sick of myself. Like, have you ever done have you ever experienced that? Where you are just sick of yourself. You have had it with you. You want to whoop your own behind. I've tried. Ah, that back leg swinging up. Like, I've tried. Okay. But you know what? That was a great exercise, right? Because I was able to go, are you kidding me? I'm better than what the hell am I? What? Why am I tolerating this? Whatever, fill in the blank may be, right? We all have that fill in the blank. You got to figure out what your fill in the blank is. What are you contributing to it? Are you contributing to the madness of the fill in the blank? And if you are contributing to the madness of the fill in the blank, you got to own that. You got to release it. Why? Because you don't have time. We are living in two serious times. You are exquisite. And why are you wasting your time on what you know never has served you? It will not serve you in the future, and it never did. And that's kind of what I said to myself. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. And you're journaling, you're reading, you're seeking. You don't want to be in the situation you're in. Like, you don't want this, but you don't really know how to transition from that emotional stagnation to a place of progress and, forward, inchworm, baby steps, right? We as Black women are not here to just be on this continuous rotisserie of suffering. Uh-uh. We are to evolve. We are the doers of this planet. Yeah, I'm putting it where the goats can get it. This uh continuous never ending rotisserie of just being exploited, manipulated, uh, berated, belittled, you name it. We've endured it, and we're still here. and we're still exquisite. So this platform, and some might be offended, I'll just say that right up. I'm blunt and upfront. I'm not playing. So this platform is really dedicated to obsessively working through that crap, girl, so you can tap into your exquisite and you can release that, roar your new, and soar in your pursuits. That's what You Are Exquisite is about. I'm India E. Let me get out of here. Joe, I've got so much to do. But I just had to chime in. I love you guys. For those of you who you might recognize my voice, go, wait a minute. That voice is annoying. I've heard her before. What? Wait a minute. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Yes, I know. Yeah. The annoying voice. It was the I Declare show on air for what, 12 years? The blog Declarations of India. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. The blog years on the blog. So yes, the I Declare show. You're right. I enjoyed every hour of it for 12 years, and it was a great ride. And so, yep, that it's still my name. But this is Exquisite Woman Global, and You Are Exquisite. So, a different platform, same heart, same soul, same passion. Um, Same desire to connect and create community. Uh, you know, and God bless Alpha and Janice, and they know who they are. We rocked the mic for a long time. And so, yeah. So for those of you who are like, wait a minute, I've heard her before. Yeah. I know. And it's great to be back. Yeah. So just ponder the questions. Just think about, be discriminatory about your energy and who you allow access to it. How's that for discrimination? Okay, we can flip those tables, honey. Okay. Yes, darling. Let's be very discriminate, okay, about who we allow in our sphere and our energy source, right? I think a lot of the pop culture news can teach us that, right? What the heck is that? Wow. The Great Wall of Ghetto seems to be, what the heck is going on? Wow. Yes, I said it. The Great Wall of Ghetto, honey. Honey, wow. Okay. I mean, that's what you do with the power and the money? What? That's all you got? That's it? Wow. That's about as hollow as some of those fake chains. Uh oh, calm down. Stroke your beard. I know it's just really wild what's going on in the pop culture news, huh? Wow. Really? Ew, ew, ew. Mm-mm. 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 Definitely not a good look. Okay. Whoa. I think I will take me some Yo-Yo Ma. Uh I can't. Don't even get me started on that. Don't, please. that, that that I can rock a mic on that crap for Don't get me started on that. And you know what's sad about it? I like a good backbeat and a good drum machine. I like a good hip swing. But like I said on my old show many years ago, the show behind the show is the show. Okay? And that is ugly. Uh, uh, so why don't we embrace reading some books? And yeah, you can check mine out. And I don't know, why don't we embrace elevation? I think we could use some emotional education and existence elevation, right? I think that's kind of a maybe an overall lesson from a lot of the pop culture news right now. Hmm? You think? Wow, guys. That is everybody's got 24 hours, and that's what y'all do with them. Whoa. Okay. Well, looks like that's a wrap. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm 7 minutes over. Thank you for tuning in and touching base and putting up with me. Um, that's basically. I know. I mean, what do you do with this stuff? I can't believe. I it's nuts. It's like, what do you do with this stuff? So, those who are in pursuit of justice, we shall see. And wow, that's how some use the 24 hours. The show behind the show is always the show. I'm India E. Thank you so much for listening to You Are Exquisite. Check out You Are Exquisite at You Are Exquisite 365 on Instagram and Exquisite Woman Media on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you, guys. Educate emotion, elevate existence. Closing the Black wealth gap is the goal, and clearing emotional clutter is the way. I'm India E, and you are exquisite. Y'all have a good day. And I will try to be back here next Tuesday. I promise. I promise to try. I know. Thanks, you guys, for putting up with me. I'll see you soon.